Hello again guys, and today we'll be making a hell bridge. So I'll see you when I'm in hell. Peace. Hello again guys, and yep, I'm in hell now, which is not the best place to be, but definitely a place. And I'm already being assaulted by supernatural things already. No, and since I'm starting the hell bridge here, it's already going to be really annoying since the ground's really unstable, and I don't want to go out that far. I have to first lower it down. Bone serpent, and also Happy New Year! It's officially 2023 now. So yeah, it's going to be the really fun. So I'll be telling you the pains and how to even of Wall of Flesh, the pains of the preparation of how to fight Wall of Flesh, and how to even combat him in the first place. So first, if you're fighting the Wall of Flesh, I suggest full molten gear if you're playing melee, or if you're playing normal mode, then also go full molten gear. For at that point you'll be invincible, nearly invincible from how much defense you get from that armor piece. So yeah, then you should make a really big, really long hell bridge for the fight, so it's nice and easy. And also, if you run out of a place to run to, it's basically your death at that point. You can say goodbye. Can say goodbye to existence, because at that point, unless you're playing classic mode or journey mode and it's put on like easy, like classic or below, you're about dead. Also, if you're not doing a specific class playthrough, I suggest one thing: B-nades. And if you want to grind out a bit as well while you're at it, I suggest star cannons as well, and ammunition. B-nades you get from Queen Bee and are one of the best ways to destroy Wall of Flesh. So I suggest you get full molten armor, warding on every accessory, or menacing or lucky at that point. And any of these three will do. If you're going a melee playthrough, so you'll already have the molten, molten armor set. You can easily just get the Knight's Edge, go full violent on all of your accessories, or menacing, lucky, or warding. It's like those are basically all of the good ones. You could also go for quick, but I don't suggest that. I suggest you just go for the damage output, since it's always better to have more damage. Or defense. Defense is really good for some reason. I suggest you make a decent Wall of Flesh hell bridge. And if you're playing expert mode, it's good to use blocks to make your thing. It doesn't matter if you don't. Also, try and get the best upgraded version of whatever your accessories are, because you'll definitely need them. I suggest getting your hands on the best potions possible that you can get. And also, if you're having a really bad time with this, then I suggest getting a life force potion from one of the chests that you get here, which is really good. You can use some of the obsidian bricks you get here to make your bridge. And if you're playing export mode, don't use platforms. Means like you can, but it will be way harder, as when you kill lava slimes, they will instantly break your bridge, at least the platform they're standing on, and over time it can just ruin your bridge. So yeah, I use blocks for that reason. Also, mobs underneath can't attack you, so that's really fun. And while you're here, you might as well get fire blossom, since they're really good. Also, if you have something really strong, such as some major buffs, like the exquisitely stuffed buff food items that give you said majorly exquisitely stuffed buff, I suggest you have that. Also, getting an obsidian shield is really important, since now you can walk in some of the fortresses. These fortresses, not the obsidian ones, they're rare type, but they can inflict on fire if you stand on said material, just like Hellstone. So yeah, and if you're just adventuring in hell, I suggest you get the Queen Bee mount, which is called Honeyed Goggles. You can get this from the Queen Bee, and it's a really good flying mobility for those who can't get the fledgling wings. I just prefer flying mounts over anything. Also, if you're a magic player, you may get a strong demon scythe like this. They do really good damage, and they're just really good overall. Unfortunately, since I'm doing a ranged playthrough, I'll only be able ranged playthrough, and I'm only specifically using guns, I won't be able to do that. See, this is also, lava slimes are really annoying to deal with in general, because in expert mode or higher, they will drop lava, which is really annoying. Honestly, I don't understand why they put it in the game, but I guess this is expert mode, so they had to make it harder somehow. So now, to actually how Wall of Flesh just does this thing, fights. First of all, Wall of Flesh will go faster over time, and at the end of the fight, below 25% health, you'll go really fast. So I suggest you have a minecart or something like that, because that's equally matches its speed. So you may want to have that. I suggest using high damaging weapons at that point, such as B-nades or star cannons. Also, a shadow key that you can obtain from the dungeon in the golden chest, which you can in the locked golden chests in the dungeon, which you can get from opening them by using a golden key, can be really useful. And I'm insanely lucky since I've gotten 2 of these. And now I don't need these. I'm sure that I can sell those. Also, while you're here, you might want to stock up on some Hellstone, even though you're not melee, because you need them to make the molten pickaxe, and they just sell really well. Also, the enemies here are really strong, so I suggest you bring the best of the best equipment if you want to fight here, or explore, or do anything in general. Also, you can lava fish for some ingredients that you need to make the terrace bar boots, which are the best boots in the game. But now to the actual fight of Wall of Flesh. To do this, first of all, need a very big platform, which I'm making right now, really good buff potions, the best weapons you can have possible, the best accessories possible. Depending on your class, they can be very different. But I suggest you try go on the wiki or the fandom page. I suggest the wiki since it's now officially moving on to the official, instead of a fandom page, it's a wiki page now. So yeah, you might want to head on there and see what's the best for your class. But if you're an experienced veteran, you might just be able to do it all with basic items, like if you're speedrunners. But on to the main fight. So first, Wall of Flesh consists of 3 things: a massive wall of flesh, of course, 2 eyes that have 0 defense, so that's what you want to aim for, and a mouth that does an ungodly amount of damage. Also, it has little tentacle mouth things, which are really painful. So yeah. Also, from the mouth, near the end of the fight, it may summon leeches. And if you're playing on the Get Fixed Boy world, it will also summon fire imps, which are going to be a real pain, and you might just want to kill it as soon as possible. And if you're playing on a small world, you should probably make the entire underworld a hell bridge, considering how much health it has and how fast it goes, and it's just and you don't want to run out of space for this fight, otherwise you will probably end up dead. And for some reason I still can't find a single obsidian chest. Like, what is this? So yeah, to summon, or not to summon. So for my perspective, all you need to do is first from my perspective, first you need to, these aren't, Hellbats are really annoying, first of all. and they're interrupting me. Second, you need to get everything under control. Don't panic, otherwise you probably will die. There's a really good chance you will die, and that will be all your fault because you panicked. But it's not like I'm any better, since I panicked when I fought him the first time. Also, if you die, then that will be a bigger pain as well, since we'll have to slowly watch him go across the underworld going 0 miles per hour, while previously he was going 50 miles per hour. So yeah. So, in basics, build a very big hell bridge, aim for the eyes, get grenades or your best weapon possible. If you are using bows, get some gesture arrows or hellfire arrows. Honestly, I suggest hellfire arrows because they're just better. Like these. These are called hellfire arrows. They're really good to fight the wall of flesh with, so I suggest using them. And if you can, you should pull off stunts like this, not in the fight, when you're making the bridge, to get the annoying lava slimes off the bridge. If you're doing it with a platform, you could just always go under. You could go underneath the platform to get rid of some of the mobs, but not all of them will follow, unfortunately. Also, you should probably know your bridge well enough to know what points are really bad to fight, and you should just skip over. Unless you're blowing up most of the underworld to make your bridge, it's not going to work. You need to know your hell bridge well, otherwise you're probably going to die. And as we both know, that's very bad, because first of all, woody demons are really rare, unless you're playing on the Get Fixed boy or the drunk seed. Not the drunk seed. It's either the for the worthy, or no, it's the for the worthy world, yes, or the drunk seed. It doesn't really matter. Only in some special seeds can you get have nearly 100% chance to fight and encounter a voodoo demon. And unless you're not, and if you're a normie and you're not in most a special seed, or you just want to relax and not get absolutely destroyed, and you're doing this for fun, you probably just want to save your voodoo dolls for the best chance. Besides, waiting for the guide's really annoying. Or if you can't find a voodoo doll, you could make a house in the underworld for the guide to move into and just drop him into the lava there, which will also summon the wall of flesh. It takes less time, but also I just like getting voodoo dolls because they're quite easier. Also, now you can have stacks of guide voodoo dolls, but don't throw more than one or all of your NPCs will die. Literally all of them, since you'll have to wait for them to come back. And of course the goblin armies are approaching from the east. Well, these are the towers I'm telling you about. These, if you didn't have the obsidian shield on, will give you on fire debuff like I got there. It was for a really small window, but I did get it. And this is how wait. Oh yeah, you can make obsidian platforms to bypass the lava slime thing. I don't know if it works on PC, but it does work here, which is great. You could do that, but I don't like to, since I'll probably just fall down while running because I'm dumb and I do dumb things and get half of my loot obliterated. Not loot. Also, if you're playing on medium core, you will have a very bad time going in hell, as if you die over a pit of lava, you can't say goodbye to all of your good things, but you're already prepared for this since you're playing in medium core. Also, if you're playing on medium core, I suggest, if after you do your playthrough, to also play on hardcore. Also, for anyone who's brave enough or is a masochist, they can play in the legendary Get Fixed Boy world. Also, I believe Life Force. Also, just saying, these potions suck. Wait, reduced potion cooldown. Wait, hold up. I didn't see that. 25 seconds left. Guess these potions don't suck as much. But also, guess you could get more healing. But I just suggest that I don't like these, so I suggest you probably don't use them. But you can. Also, most of the items you get over here will be better than some. Like the Sun Fury is just way better than any mace you could probably get by this point of the by this stage of the game. So yeah. Also, how was your Happy New Year? Because mine was great. So, honestly, oh yeah, one gimmick of the boss that you'll probably love. Yes, you'll probably love it, especially if you're a hardcore player. Because then you can't leave the game. Yeah, means like the only way to despawn the wall of flesh is either you can't despawn it unless it goes to the end of the world, or the underworld to be specific. But you can leave the game to despawn it, which is kind of bad if you're doing a very strict hardcore world in which you're made a rule that you can't leave the game if you spawn some bosses and you don't want to fight them. Because if you try to use the try to mirror home, you will die, as the terrified debuff that it gives you will probably most likely will kill you. No, it's 100% chance unless you're in God mode, in which case you will just get dragged to hell right in front of the thing. You can't run past it, otherwise it'll it will drag you right in front of it. And yeah, basically it's really annoying. So yeah, do Wall of Flesh only when you're prepared, both mentally and physically, because boy is it painful to watch it go all the way across hell for like 20 minutes straight. Also, when you're spawning the Wall of Flesh, I suggest you if you're really daring, or this could make it either easier or be harder, cause if you go far enough from the middle of the world and go to the very edge of the underworld, there will be less obstacles in the way, and it will be more like a lava lake, in which some people use some people use water walking potions to walk on the lava, and they don't need to build a hell bridge. But some just build a hell bridge anyways. So yeah. Also, Wall of Flesh spawns from the side that's closest to edge of the underworld. So since this here is my spawn point and I'm in the middle of the world, this would be the middle. So if I spawn it right now, it would come from this side. It will come from here. But if let's say I was here, it was from this side. So yeah. I'll quickly just check this house and go upstairs and fight the goblin, which have probably been ravaging the city. Yup, just like I suspected. So yeah, that's it for this video. I hope you guys had fun, and next time hopefully I fight the Wall of Flesh. So yeah, see you guys, peace.